Hi there. Hope you're doing fine. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the correction, right? Yeah, previous videos, we have talked about like impulse wave, wave one, and then wave three, wave five, including wave two and four. But what happened between these waves? These are like one, three, and five are impulse wave, and they have five subwaves, right? We already saw that. These two waves going into the five waves, these two, wave two and wave four, right? These are called corrective waves, corrections, right? This wave two is a correction to wave one, and then wave four is a correction of wave three. Then happen wave five, and this whole thing becomes like wave one, and then you have just like this ABC. We have here ABC around 61% of all move, right? So that is also a correction that, this one, then wave three, and then wave four comes just like this one on the higher time frame, right? So what is this here? Wave four, a flat correction. We call it a flat correction. What the heck is the flat correction? All right, this is a little bit of a different version of this one, is like this. You have wave one with five subwaves in it, right? Wave two, three waves, A, B, C. Then again, wave three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, five subwaves. Usually wave three is the biggest of all. Then comes wave four, right? So flat correction occurs here. There's another one, another type of correction. We will talk about that later, triangles, right? But we're gonna talk about in this video and a couple of more videos, and we talk about flat correction because we have different kind of flat corrections. Mainly three kind of flat correction, right? The first one is just a regular flat correction. Regular flat, we call it. This is the one. This is a regular flat. The second one, we're going to talk about it in the next video. That would be expanding flat, and we will see it later. And then the third one is a running flat, right? So let's talk about this regular flat. Regular flat is there's a couple other charts. Let me just show it to you. A more detailed chart of this. The same thing, but it's more detailed chart. It's like this, right? Again, the same thing. Wave one, two, three, four, five. This is, I'm just showing wave after wave three, what happened here. Okay, like with the subwaves, right? Now there are a couple of different type of corrections. What happened is first one we call it 335. The other one is 535, right? What the heck is that? So now, first of all, this is like it shows up in three waves, A, B, C as wave four, right? Correction to wave three. Now, once the wave three is finished, let me just open another chart quickly so that I can show you that, the whole, we saw this chart so many times, but one more time, I forgot to, open it. You should always have it here. Right, so now this is the basic phenomena, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right here is wave two, wave four correction. And then after finishing wave five, you have big one ABC correction for wave two, just like here, wave one and two, right? So we are talking about this wave two and wave four correction. Now for wave two here, this big wave two comes like this. This is called a zigzag correction. We'll talk about that later, right? So let's handle the flat correction. The wave four, in this one, I'm showing you like this, but usually it is a sideway correction, right? Sideway correction, just like the first wave. So this is the most common one. And it has three subwaves for wave A, three subwaves for wave B, and five subwaves in wave C. That's why wave C is a little bit bigger than wave A and B. Now the characteristic of this is this. Wave A usually is around like 23% of this whole move, right? Wave three, around, right? 23%. If you draw the fib from bottom to top, you will see that around 23%, the wave A ends. Then it goes up for wave two in three waves. It will come down in three waves, A, B, C, goes up A, B, C, but this wave B stays below, a little bit below than wave, the higher wave 3, right? That's one characteristic, because if it goes above, then it will not be a regular flat, it will be something else, right? In order to have a regular flat, this B has to be below wave 3, right? So if you see something like this, that, you know, it after a big move, the price drop and then it goes up, but fail to make the higher high, and then start to drop, get ready for a drop for wave C, and in 5 waves and as a flat. Now you know that exactly what it is going to do if this is around 23% and this high doesn't go above this. Now the idea is basically that if the trend is powerfully to the top, to the high side, right, and then it goes up and drop, you go long. It goes up and drop, you go long, and then it went up and then it dropped. You try to go long, you fail here, then you try to go long again, and then you know, success, right? And then you drop and then you try to go long again, and either you make some or you're gonna get out break even, and it's fail. By this time, you would have an idea that that's what's happening. Maybe is it coming down, so you will avoid going long in this area until this reaches at least to this low here. Either it's going to make the double bottom, or most of the time, 90% of the time, if the B stays a little bit below 3, this wave C will go down a little bit below A, right? But different version is sometimes they are equal, exactly equal, like, you know, double top here, double bottom, and then goes up, right? A equal B equals C. But since we have 3-3-5 pattern here, 3 waves, you know, small a, 3 waves, small b, but this wave C has 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why it is a little bit bigger than A and B. So the idea is that theoretical idea is that the wave 3A is around 23% line, around more or less. Then the B will try to go, but fail to go higher high of the wave 3. And then C will drop a little bit below wave A and around 38% of this whole rise. Right? So this will be around 23% line. The same fib, by the way, same fib. You draw the fib from bottom to this wave 3, then you 23% line, it goes, and then starting point would be wave 3, not original wave 1. For example, if you go back and take a look at this, so you're measuring this one here. So the starting point of wave 3 is this, right? Wave ending wave 2. So you have wave 1 and 2. Do not pull the fib from here. You need to pull the fib from the end of wave 2 to the end of wave 3. The 23% line, wave A. B will go up, but fail to make the higher high of wave 3, then drop to 38% of this whole fib. Sometimes 38, most of the time 38, but sometimes even 50, and, you know, sometimes even 61%. As long as the rule is that wave 4 must stay above the high of wave 1. Do not come in the territory of wave 1, right? So as long as it is above even 50% or even 61% of this wave 3, it will still be counted as wave 4, right? And again, like I said, that it comes sometimes 3-3-5, sometimes 5-3-5. B is 95% of the time is wave 3. It has 3 waves, 95% of the time. So that is called a flat correction, where B is lower than the high of wave 3, and C is a little bit equal or a little bit down or below than wave A. Got it? And very easy trading again, but since wave 1, 2, and then you have wave 3, and now you know that this is wave 4, and this can turn into wave 5 anytime, right? It doesn't have to make this pattern completely. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't, right? So anytime it's trying to go up, we will try to go with that, and then we open a long position after finding our long setup, right? So if we're watching this whole thing like a 40-minute chart, for example, let's go take a look, few example, right? Like, for example, GJ, this is EJ, Let me see if I can find. I have that the flat correction. Like for example, this is a small example. It didn't produce anything, but see this drop here. Then it failed to go above, and then it came down a little bit below, and then it went up. Right. Similarly, this thing here. Pound yen. Let's take a look at the pound yen, right? So, for example, here it has like a double not zigzag, sorry, double flat correction. Double means a flat and then separated another flat, but separated by one leg. We call it X, right? For example, this was a big move. It's A, B failed to go higher, C came a little bit below. Then it start to go up. So you think that is, the flight is finished and then let's go long here, right? Yeah, so you are in the money from here. Let's say you make an entry and then around here it's like 150, 160, 70 pip. So from a 20-minute chart, you make an entry and you make 70, 80, 100 pip, yeah? And then you see that you want this thing to go to the higher points, right? And instead of all of a sudden it dropped. So what the heck? What happened? All right, no problem. Again, it start to go up since the trend is up. You go long again, and then it drop again, right? So by this time, you know that okay, what is this? This flat was finished here. That look like this is also A, B, C separated by this leg. So this is called X. So what happened? Double correction. A, B, C, X, A, B, C, and after that, look what happened. You see that? So this is how, and then euro yen did the same thing here, see? But here, if you have a single correction, by the way, which is A, B, and C. Beautiful by the book correction. This wave B stays a little bit below this, and wave C came down a little bit below A, and after that, you have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big wave. Right? This is wave 1 and 2 because it didn't come down here, or this is not X because there is no other. So this is what I'm talking about. When it is going to the upside from here, you try to go long, and then you get lucky here, right? You have 20-minute, my 20-minute entry here, 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 here. Keep taking the entries because you know that this could be wave 4, and then big wave 5 to the upside is coming. Now, this was, fortunately, that it was a wave 4 of wave 3, and this is the end of wave. Let's see, wave 4 and this wave 5, and then wave 3 ended up here, and then this big correction coming in. So you see, this whole thing is a correction. This is wave A, this is B, and then this is A, B, C, all that correction, and after that, big move to the upside. Now it's like wave 1 probably, right? Then it's gonna drop wave 2, or maybe correction or something. But right now the correction is finished. I made this chart last week, and I gave it to my subscriber, right? So that this is a big wave 4, and then a big wave 5 is coming. So wave 1 is gonna have 5 waves, which is like wave 1 of wave 1 is right there, and then wave 2, and then wave 3, and then wave 4, 5. That would be wave 1 only. After that, the new game starts. So wave 2 correction. Got it? So flat correction is easy. Let's see if we can find located somewhere else. Oops, the chart is finished. Some of these are now this one is like, see, this is like a deep correction, more than 50%, and then it's coming into this. So we can't say that it's a flat correction, but something like this. But it's not a flat correction; it's running flat. We will talk about that in another video. But yeah, let me see another pound, euro, Aussie, different places you'll find these. I'm just showing you my 40-minute chart, but the regular daily chart, 4-hour chart, you'll find a lot of them all over the place. And then you can easily trade with the help of my system, right? So sometimes they are very, very clean and very beautiful. I'm telling you. I mean, it's like, wow, I just had a very nice, I don't know where it is. Let me see. I don't know. Okay. You see this? Okay. Now this usually happen in wave 3. I mean, sorry, wave 4, right? But sometimes it comes in wave 2 as well. For example, here, this was like wave 1, and then see A, B, and C came down a little bit more. that is like wave 4, and then it's like a complex thing right here, right? So it's supposed to be going to the upside, but it became very complex. This pair is also screwed up pair. I don't like that anyway. Right? Sometimes, some of these pairs you just don't like it. They don't move. I'm just trying randomly to see if I can, give you an example more. Like, for example, here, see, this is A, B, and then C here. So this was like 1, then A, B, C. And this is called 3-drive pattern, right? So forget about that. So, but A, very small, like maybe 38% or 23% line. Then B, almost like a double top. And C came down a little bit below this. And after that, we have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and then again flat here, right? Flat correction. This is ABC. A, B, C. This wave A came also in 3 waves, right? So ABC, this is A, then B, then C, and after that, boom, again to the upside. So these are, just look at this here, sideways, right? So A, B, C, and then wave 1. Then again, A, B, C, correction. It's like a flat correction, right? And then it goes up big time here. So every time you see that, it's going to the upside, and then, 3 drive or 3 waves, one after the other, but shallow, that, above 50%. This is not even 50%. This is probably 38, more than, maybe less than 30, exact 38%. See that? I was just telling you that wave 4 correction is like this one will not touch 38. It will probably 23% line around. Then this one, this went above a little bit, went above this wave 3. See that? So this is not basically, this is the other version. We're going to talk about that later, and the other. The next video. I don't want to mix it up, right? So this is a regular flat correction. One more time before I close. Yeah, so wave 3, usually it shows up in wave 4. Wave 2, most of the time, 90% of the time, is wave, in wave 2 is zigzag, right? So we'll learn that later, but wave 4, flat correction. Regular flat is this. Then in the next video, we're going to talk about, and we're going to see how and what are the rules for expanded flat, right? And after that, another video, we will talk about the running flat. What are the differences and how you're going to trade. So this one is finished, right? If you still don't understand anything, you can email me and ask me questions that how should we trade. This is one thing that you understand this, and then second is that you're using my simple strategy, entry system. You can trade, any time that it start to go up. Then now you need to find these things on a higher time frame, like my 40-minute chart, or at least a regular 4-hour chart or daily chart. Then it's worth it. The small time frame, you find it, and then by the time it is going 30, 40 pip, the move is finished. You don't want that. You want these setups in a higher time frame. So for, let's say, wave 5 ending here, wave 4, right? And then you start trading, and wave 5 is like 600, 700 pip to the upside. So you can go long, several days, all long, and then make some decent amount of pip, right? So after wave 1 and 2, you can do the same thing in wave 3. Once you understand it, how you make the entry with my system, just keep going long. Don't try to go short. So this is the idea of this Elliott wave understanding, that once you locate the direction that, okay, this is wave 1 and this is wave 2 correction, it's going to be followed by wave 3 to the upside or downside, whatever. But now you know the direction. So every time it's going against the direction, it is a correction. So you wait for that to finish. And after that, when the continuation start, you get in, right? That's why I made that entry system, which is, Magic IP system, or, Creative IP system. That's exactly what it does. Okay. So this is it for now. I hope that I explained it nicely and clearly, right? So, but like I said, if still you have any thing that is not clear, then email me and I'll, clarify that. Okay. So bye for now, and talk to you in the next video, which will be expanded flat. We're going to talk about the expanded flat. Okay. So good night and have a good morning. Stop recording.